Yesterday marked the 60th anniversary of the Queen's coronation. She had officially been the monarch for 16 months by then, but the 2nd of June 1953 was the day she was crowned.
Stoke-on-Trent potteries have a long tradition of marking royal occasions with special commemorative ware, and Callum Watkinson has been to see some of them at work and to visit another local firm whose recent award of a royal warrant has been quite a long time coming.
A splash of colour in the austere post-war days of the early 1950s. 16 months after the death of her father, the 27-year-old Queen was crowned at Westminster Abbey. Across the country and around the world, millions joined in the celebrations. "60 years on, Middleport Pottery in Stoke-on-Trent are turning out a special piece of burley ware to mark the royal milestone, as they have done for every royal occasion since 1851.
There are elements of the design that go way back into the Victorian period. So the background of the design is actually a Victorian pattern that we used to produce. The handle of the mug is actually from a previous coronation mug in the early 1900s. And it's been all brought together to create this new piece of commemorative ware.
Across town at Emma Bridgewater, a new spin on the old tradition of the fine china souvenir, much welcomed by local parents during a rainy half-term.
We're actually taking people in and actually allowing them to decorate pieces here that can actually be used at home later on. Families are welcome, it's a great atmosphere, you can come and be creative. It's something that everybody can get involved in, and at the end of the day they're pieces that can actually be taken away with them in a couple of weeks' time once they've been fired and glazed.
Designing your own thing that makes it fun, like it's your own.
I think I'm having most fun of all because I'm with my grandchildren and it's in the warm and dry.
And what do you think of the Queen?
I don't really know.
Not a question the MD at John Smedley in Derbyshire has any trouble with. For 8 generations, his family's business has been fine British woolens. They now knit by appointment to Her Majesty, having been granted a royal warrant in January. The warrant means the Queen's coat of arms on tags and carrier bags, but the value of a warrant goes way beyond window dressing.
We know from talking to our Japanese distributor, for example, that in Japan a royal warrant is a big deal, and it will help our sales in that market, and that market represents about a quarter of our turnover.
John Smedley will be among 200 firms plying their trade at a one-off Royal Warrant Holders Festival at Buckingham Palace next month. Meanwhile, back at Burleyware, prototypes are in production for the next big royal occasion. Hedging their bets as to the colour they'll need, well, it's just good business sense. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.